Good morning. This is Shantae with Brown Sugar Talks and the Black Unicorns. Okay, so I'm in college and I take this trip to New York and DC. I think it was like one of the best things I could have ever done for myself. Cause, and that's when I knew I wanted to move to New York. Um, then a year later, the 9/11 happened. The year that I was planning, actually to and I was actually saving money so I could actually move to New York. It just didn't happen because of 9/11. So, anyway, when I went to I went to one of the DC monuments, and I'm not a person because we used to travel a lot. I just never used to go see the landmarks. So for whatever reason, like I said, I go on this I have to I go visit the museums, but then on top of that I start going to see landmarks. And at this time I'm on a date with some guy. Man, I go we go to the Washington Monument, and I saw this woman, and I promise you she was one of the most gorgeous women I had ever seen. Like, outside, a black woman outside of just life. I've traveled, I've seen, and it's like I had never seen anybody that pretty. And it wasn't even pretty, it was something about her. It was her light. She was like a light. And I'm like, what's she doing? I didn't know, I had to tell her. I was like, you are so beautiful. Can I take pictures of you? So to this day, I have pictures of a stranger. I have pictures of a stranger. And she started crying because she was bald. She was bald. She didn't have any hair. I didn't know if she was sick or not, but she was smiling and she was happy, and it was just like, you are the most gorgeous woman that I have ever seen. Like, I thought, oh my, she must be God or something. Like, I actually had to stop and tell her and take the picture. And the guy I was with, I guess he was just looking at me like, you serious? Like, yeah, I'm serious. Like, I'm not joking. Like, this is for real for me. And she even hugged me. Never had I ever had an experience like that because of where I grew up at. Because it's like all these, because people, they tend to think that everybody could be on some page. It's like, I don't know, like, I don't know. It's just like I had never had that type of experience before, and I would take pictures of stuff and things and items and stuff, and it was like it actually made me enjoy photography more. Just to stop her and be like, "You are gorgeous," like, and I meant it, y'all. Like, I'm not lying. She is beautiful. And what I did was, when I printed it all in black and white. And I'm telling you, to this day, I got this picture of this light. That's what I'm gonna call her. She the light. um it was like one of the most it was like one of the most beautiful experiences that I ever had. So I just had a person, I'm gonna cry, um that sent me a message on Facebook, and then she's a bald woman. I really don't know what she looked like because I got the pictures in storage. And she sent me a request, and she said, I'm just sending this to you to tell you that you are a beautiful brown woman. And she's like, it's just no other reason. And because I think that's what happened. The girl said, "Why?" And I was like, "Because you're gorgeous, like, because you're beautiful." And she just like, she just started crying. And then if she did that to me today, to like make me cry, like, bitch, you won. You know what I'm saying? You was winning in the first place. You was winning in the first place. You had already won when I saw you. It's like, oh my God. She was the most, I mean, it was just ridiculous how it just it just made me so happy to see her. And that's how I am sometimes. Like, y'all don't know who y'all bringing life to, who your face reminds somebody of, or whatever. And then y'all got to turn around and be rude and misdirected and all this different stuff. You don't have to do all that. It's just sometimes you just love. I was looking at the comedian Billy, and this lady, she in the store, and y'all could go on his page and look at it. I don't know his name, but he's Billy something. He always doing pranks with the phone with people. And so the lady said, he said, yeah, you've been trying to talk to my boyfriend, this, that, and the other. And she put her phone down, like, no, I'm trying to tell you. And that, that's how most women are. Like, we just be like, no, baby, I ain't trying to take your man. Like, for real, it's not me. It's like they have created this culture where it's like that's something where we always fight about it. Like, it's like, yeah, it's because some women will. And so it's almost like, yeah, will you sit down and explain it to somebody? It's like you couldn't help but love her because of her heart. And it's like all you saw in her face was how beautiful she was. Because she was being so patient about it. She just, like, wait a minute, I didn't put my phone down. He said, what you put your phone down for? And it wasn't for her to fight. She was trying to actually talk to him about what she saw. She's like, no, baby, I just saw snacks. I'm just here to do what I got to do and go home. And that's just how the world is. It's like, at least though, in that situation, she had a positive interaction. It's like a lot of people come with that junk and they want negativity to follow. So it's just, I don't know, like, I say on this Tuesday, just remember that your interactions actually mean something. That sometimes you could actually be stopping up somebody's day. And if you are stopping their day, let them leave with a light. Let them leave. And if they have a light, tell them. You don't have to be jealous of the light. You don't have to push the light out. You don't have to let the light go. All you got to do is let them know. Because sometimes they don't even know they carry the light. I promise you, when I saw that and I said it to her, she said, why? She didn't know. She don't know. She didn't know that she was complete light. She didn't know. And to this day, I didn't even never think about why she was bald. Like, it could have been alopecia. It could have been where she was sick. I knew it was another woman in St. Louis. She just bald. She just liked to do it bald. I think, she was losing her. So she just went completely bald. And so I didn't know that woman either at that time. But it was just like her beauty, this girl's beauty was beyond. And all she did was turn around and smile. That was it. That's all she gave. And it was like, God, I have seen the most beautiful. It's like God had blessed me. And it wasn't nothing unique about her features or anything. It was just her presence. It was just the joy that she had within herself that released. And so it's like that's my whole thing. Y'all, I don't know. That's it. That's where I was at with that one. It's like I had never seen somebody so beautiful and happy to be in their own skin. You know? So that's it for today. I don't have much else to say. I really am glad that I had that reminder that there are beautiful people and beautiful, and I remind myself of that. I do. It's just that I hate when I come across ugliness and I'm just like, no, you're not it. You're not it for me. You know, if you cross somebody's path, give them love, give them light, because everybody out here, man, we got problems, and everybody handle problems differently. You know, say for instance, one day, a person wake up and they can't really pay their bills like they used to. That's a problem for them. For you, it may not be a problem, but for them, it's a problem because they don't know how to handle that yet. Say, for instance, somebody wake up and they got an ailment. They can't really move and walk like they used to. That's a problem for them. It might not be a problem for you, but it's a problem for them. Say, for instance, somebody standing in front of you and they left their wallet at home. They been forgetful lately. That's a problem for them. It's not a problem for you. You see, it's like in those times of stress, some people come and cackle and talk about you and put you down and talk to you mean and dirty and all this different stuff. And there's no need for that. The thing is like you have to give them space to get their mind together, to get who they gotta be together in that moment, so that they ready for the next time. So it's almost like that's what we have to remember. When you cross somebody's path, you not don't do them wrong. It's something where don't do that. You gotta spread kindness like it's mayonnaise. You know, like it's vegan mayonnaise. That's my son eat it out the jar, y'all. Like that stuff. He is amazing. The stuff he eat, I'm like, who are you? And I forget that he's not fully, Black American. Because some stuff I don't like it. His dad, they eat like a dehydrated shrimp and stuff like that. Man, this boy, I'm like, just, you really just are an African child. But yeah, the stuff he just eat the mayonnaise out the jar, the vegan mayonnaise out the jar. So yeah, I prefer all my stuff really kind of in the house to be sort of vegan because I just want to know his stomach gonna be okay. But yeah, this boy, the stuff that I have to make for him, and so it's almost better for him to go shopping with me because I don't know what he gonna do. I don't know what he eating. I never ate these things before. He has opened me to a whole new way of life, a whole new way of life. Um, and I give him room to do it. I give him room to do it, as long as there's no dog hair included in this process. I actually had to start making him pickle juice because he has been drinking up all the pickle juice out the jars. I'm scared to eat the pickles because I think it could be dog hair in there. I have not bought pickles since the last time he drank the pickle juice out the jar. And he would completely just drink the whole, like put a straw inside the pickle juice and actually drink it in the jar. Oh, y'all, do you hear what I'm telling you? So now I must make him his own pickle juice or his own. I guess it's a brine. I don't know. Um, I don't know. I have no clue. But anyway, um, I have to give him room to do it. I have to give him room to explore. Because if you don't give him room to explore, then what happens? And you can get him rules to explore with guidelines and restrictions, but still just get him room to explore. Give them room to explore, so that they therefore can find what it is they are proud of themselves for too. It's not always about us. It's like they have to find their pride too. Um, Man, yesterday I was trying to get him. I was like, yeah, you got this new game. I'm gonna be your cheerleader. Like, I'm gonna be your cheerleader. And he over here, just I want to listen to my music and cheer for him. He like, no, you gotta turn it down. I'm like, what? Not in my own house. He's like, you gotta turn that down. Oh Lord God, I had to turn it down. I was like, dang. So I kept sneaking it back up because that's what he do. He do that. I tell him turn it down, then he'll sneak it back up. So anyway, I was just cheering for him. I'm like, yeah, you gonna like this music like you drive. He said, no, turn it off. Like, oh man, he ain't nothing like me. Cause when I'm driving, I like to hear like something that's gonna motivate me. And so it was just like yesterday, I had to learn his different motivations. He's like, nah, I can't concentrate. I'm trying to get to the money. I'm trying to get to I'm trying to get to the money. Like, okay, get to the money. Get to the money, Baba. Get to the money. But yeah, it's like, oh my God, it's again, like he didn't give me room. No, I was mad because he didn't give me room to explore. I couldn't hear my music right. I couldn't hear it. It wasn't loud enough. So I don't know. I just like it was just I don't know. We just have our days, but the beauty of it all is just that we are able to be in this space and actually learn each other like that. And I give God all the praise because it's like could nobody else have put him like that in my life? It's like could nobody have put this little boy in my life like that? And I don't know who else coming. You know what I'm saying? If God gave me him and I'm sitting up here praying and asking for all these different things, I'm like, what else God got? You know what, Shantae? You gotta forget about all these other things, y'all. And I'm telling y'all, until I remember, for real, I done forgot. You gotta forget about all these other things, and you gotta remember that God has something else in store for you. See, it's like some days I forget about God, because I'm so angry, I'm so mad. I'm just like, how did that happen? Who was it? What did they do? How did they do this? What were you thinking? And then I remember, man, I got this. I prayed for a son, and that's actually what came out of my body was a boy. Then I didn't know what to do. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, this my whole motherhood story is a blessing. I didn't know what to do. From day one, I'm talking about I didn't know what to do. I'm looking, it ain't no videos. YouTube was out, but YouTube had just started really with the whole videos. All it was one video on how to get him a bath. I'm thinking I'm gonna kill him, y'all heard? I don't know what to do with this little boy. I'm telling, like, and people, this is serious. I don't know what to do. I tell y'all this all. I didn't know what to do. I didn't have a clue. I actually had to fly back to Illinois so my mama could teach me what to do with my child. So in that time, God said, "Well, I ain't finna give you no problems with him." When I tell you I don't have not one problem with my child, I don't have nothing, a problem. You hear me? His whole babyhood, I ain't had him himself. Now people around him, I don't know, but himself, that boy didn't give me no problems. You hear me? My pregnancy, no problem. Himself, my baby, no problem. I only heard him cry 2 or 3 times. I ain't never heard him cry. You hear me? It wasn't nothing about him that was a problem. Now, when he did get a little older, he had tantrums. He wanted what he wanted. That was it. He knew it. He's like, I want this. I'm gonna get it. You think you could? You think you doing something? I'm about to show you, woman. You know, that was like 2 or 3 years for real. That's the biggest problems I ever had with him was having tantrums and having to take him out the store. But other than that, in the gym, oh God, he was want to be at the gym too. But and he still do. He still get mad about it. If he can't go in the gym, he like, why I can't go in the gym? What's wrong with them? I need to be able to go into the gym. He is not playing. So all I'm saying is like some days I myself have to sit back and recognize what is in front of me. And the blessing is that God gives me that reminder every day. Even when I'm in here crying, mad, angry, screaming, whatever, guess who coming and give me his face? It's my child, man. He put his hands on my face and, Mom, calm down. It's okay. You at home. This is where you going to be at. And that's why I should be crying. Because for some reason, I saw a light in one person. And God put another light in my life that's like her every day. Like, that's crazy. You know, that boy light me up every day. Every day. Every day. And he not a problem at all. He ain't near a problem. You hear me? So I don't know, man. I don't know. Some days it's hard, but it ain't that hard when I got him with me, you know. For real. So anyway, I don't know. Y'all just have a good day. Y'all know that's maybe I love the Lord. He heard my cry and pity. Man, I'm gonna stop. But you know that song, I hate son to his throne. And really, it's just yourself, you know. For real. Just loving yourself, man. I love him. I love him, for real. I love him. Because how you know? How you know I needed him? Of everybody I needed, I needed him. I'm sorry, y'all, man. I thought it was because of ovulation. What is this? Am I going through menopause? I'm like, why am I crying? I'm seriously crying. But yes, it's like, oh my God, I gotta be going through something. I gotta be going through something in this moment. Maybe I had too much salt. I probably got high blood pressure. Why am I crying? Oh my God, he is so beautiful. He's gorgeous. Gorgeous. So anyway, man, recognize your children. I know they get on your nerves. I know they do stuff. I know some of them bad. They be bad at school, but man, recognize it. Recognize it. Recognize the love that you got in your life. I love the way he loved me, and I don't interrupt it. He mean, he nice, he sweet, he honest, he everything that I am in a smaller package, and I love it. Anyway, y'all, please have a beautiful day. Oh no, this is what it was yesterday. This is something else he came up with. He was like, "Mom, what about the cancers?" I said, "What?" He just kept. He said, "Not the cancer, the disease, the cancer, the zodiac sign." This dude, I'm like, "You 10, you know." So, and he got a new understanding of life, and so this is the thing. This is another reason I felt blessed too, is because when I was going through all this stuff, everybody wanted me to be quiet. They didn't want me to. When I had all my thoughts about the other parts of the world and the earth and all this different stuff, the gods and all this different stuff, I would actually want to talk about this stuff when I was younger because I just saw it differently. I saw religion differently. So I'm happy that he discusses these things with me. So anyway, he said, "Mom, what about the cancers?" He said, something about cancer. I was like, "What?" So then I was talking about the Man Crush Mondays or whatever, and I was like, "Okay, well, fuck it, I'm gonna check David Banner birthday. I'm gonna check 50. I'm gonna check, your boy. I already know Jamie Foxx's birthday, so I know his birthday is December." So then I was like, okay, so I checked their birthdays because I was like, why do I like this dude? And then he said King Batch. So I was like, okay, let me check him too. And we check him because he a fan of this guy, King Batch. So I said, okay, I'm going to check him. So then I was like, oh my God, that's why we are actually the friends of people that are cancers. And it's amazing how I would want to be friends with these guys. Because what I did was I looked up Virgo and Cancer friendships. Y'all, this shit be so weird to me because I'm not really the person that's really into astrology, right? So I'm like, okay, so I'm going to check I'm checking it, right? And so then we read about it. Me and him read about it. And it was like, well, Virgos and Cancers get along because the Cancer is like, this person that has like wants to control. So we had to talk about control. He said, "Well, that's negative." I'm like, because he was like, "No, King Batch is not controlling. He's not control. Like he is not. And is he selfish or whatever?" And it's like, no. And I think he also heard yesterday that I said something about selfishness. I was not talking about anybody really but myself. So he didn't understand that part. So then we had to have a conversation about how words that are perceived to be negative are actually positive. I said, when I'm going through whatever I'm going through, when I'm having my little anxiety attacks, my panic attacks, I said, you give me something or you touch me and you tell me to calm down. I said, don't you realize that you want me to do something? He said, yeah. I said, what is it that you want me to do? Like, I want you to be in your own space. I want you to, I want you to calm down, all this different stuff. Okay, so I said, do you realize that that's a form of control? And he said, what? I said, yeah, that's a form of control. That's actually you controlling me. And he said, why? I said, so see, when it's that word, people always taking it as something negative, and it's not a negative thing. It's actually a positive thing sometimes. Like, all control is not negative. You know, um, if you go up and give somebody a compliment, it's not that you're trying to control them, but it is a form of control because in the end, you may get a smile, you know, or you may get to put some positivity into that person's life. Most of what we do is a part of control. And so it's just how that person uses the control. If the person doesn't really know how they control and how they use it and what it is that they have in their hands, they could fuck you up. But if a person is gentle and is and guiding you and helping you through something, then it's still control. I mean, for real, at the same time, it really is. It's just an open control. So it's I had to actually explain it to him. And he said, "What about selfishness?" And it's like, well, that's seen as a negative thing too, and it's not. It's almost like you selfishness. You sometimes you have to be selfish. Sometimes you actually have to be selfish. For a woman to get out of an abusive relationship, she has to be selfish. The only reason she's in an abusive relationship or being abused is because the person in front of her has made her selfless. So he has given her some type of story or some type of problem or whatever that she's attached to, that where she can't let go of. Sometimes it could even be where he physically is making her stay, you know. But if it's mental, sometimes the hold is so mental because they'll tell him all the problems they done had, all the stuff they done, how she can't leave, how she can do this, that, and the other. And it's like, no, she has to become totally selfish in order for her to be able to leave. And so some people even think, well, she's staying because he paying all the bills and he doing it. Sometimes it's not that. Sometimes it's actually because he has a mental hold on her. A mental hold. You don't know what he has told her to make her want to stay. You don't know what it was. When I was with the other guy, it was because he was telling me about killing his mom, him and his family killing people. You know, um, just stuff like that. So you don't know what it is that he hooked her with. So that's why you have to really sit back and just think about, like, okay, what do these words really mean? And I know a lot of y'all know this already. How they, how every negative stereotype is towards black people. And even me, I have to still teach my son that that's not true. I don't know where he got it from, but it's like I want him to know every black man is not your enemy. You know, um, and because it's not true. It's not true, and every white man is not your friend. And so I think that that's where we got everything misconstrued. It's like our heroes changed, and now our heroes, we need them back, especially now that they have presented themselves and given us proof that that's what they are. So I don't know that in this time I really did like having that conversation with him because it just opened me up to something else. I wanted him to know, no, baby, that's not true. That's not true. But anyway, throughout the thing, we just kept looking and seeing what the cancers, like why we would want to be friends with cancers, or why that would be something that's attractive to us. Being the word attractive comes up. And he looked at me, Mom, I'm not gay. No, attractive, baby. It's attractive. It's just like that you want to be with, that you would actually be a person that would like the other person. That you actually like the other person's personality. Not that you want to sleep with them. So now I have to teach him how to draw the lines between him and friends and what he thinks about other people. Because just because the other person is gay, that doesn't mean, therefore, because you're friends with him, that you are gay. And I had to tell him, one day I said, you know what? I know I'm not gay, so it doesn't bother me if somebody calls me gay. It doesn't bother me at all. Now, before I started dating girls and all this stuff, I don't think it ever bothered me. I'm so serious. When I was in high school, the same girl that I dated, she liked me, and I openly liked her back. I mean, it wasn't a question of, I just did it. I mean, it wasn't even. So I don't know. I don't have the same perception. I can't work him through that one, but I can talk to him about it. But anyway, yeah. So what it is like, what I'm saying is like, I had to actually teach him about the word attraction and how just because you want a friend like that or a friend in that sign does not mean that you're attracted to him. I'm not really wanting to go out and sleep with these men, you know. Sorry, my computer locked. Okay, yeah, I'm not really wanting to go out and sleep with these men. I'm actually I'm just using it for the time that I needed to do. Like, you've been attracted to people, and that's why I said I'm gonna look it up and see what it is to be a friend. And so, the same thing goes with me too. It's like, just because you like a person's personality doesn't always mean that you want to be sexually involved with that person. And so now I think that's what's important to me right now, to teach him, just as far as like just being able to have friends outside of attraction, you know, just so he has that line of boundary. And also because he's good like that with girls, but then what about other men? What about transgender, all those different things? And so yeah, it's like I want him to recognize that just because you have those relationships does not always mean that it has to be something that's meant to be sexual. Because that's how people take it. But they won't take a relationship with a woman like that. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like that's where I get confused because I just never did that before. I didn't care. You know, if it was a relationship and it was a friend, if they was gay or straight, I didn't care. I don't. It's not something that bothers me, but it does bother a lot of people, and I think that's when it goes into that realm of sexuality. That's why I think it's something else outside of. I don't think it's that easy. I don't think that that's something that's easy. I don't. I do not think that that is easy. I don't think that's an easy relationship for a lot of people. And I think it does have to do with that level of sexuality, like the 0 to 10, or how um, attracted to another sex you are, or how comfortable you are with another sex. I think it also has to do with culture. Because now that I'm looking at him, like, you've never been in a situation where that shouldn't have to bother you. And I've been open about gay, straight, lesbian, all that stuff his whole life. So now it's like, what is it that holds him back from it? And I can't say that it's him being a man or anything. Like, he's a young kid. He's a kid. So it's like, what is it that is giving him the problem of thinking that a gay man would be attracted to him? You know, or what's his curiosity, or is it curiosity? So I think it's harder for some people to be able to recognize that about themselves. And in time, they have to learn. You know, they have to learn. So anyway, yeah, I don't know. I have no clue. But please know, I'm trying to teach him. I do. I try to teach him. And that's it. I guess that's all I could do. That's all I could do is give him knowledge. That's it. And he can give me knowledge too. Such as yesterday, he was like, Mom, it's something about the cancers. The cancers, he just kept bringing it up. The cancers, the cancers it's something about them that we like. And I was like, what about them? And it's like, that is actually it. That's probably why. Because we appreciate it's not dominance, we just appreciate their confidence. Because they are who they are. They don't front. That's all that is. It's like, it ain't no front. It's just like, this is who the fuck I am. I just said what the fuck I said. And so, because we think it and we don't really say it, I think that's the other thing too. It's a give and take. That's something they didn't put on our website. They actually say what we fucking thinking. So it's like, we like that. You know what I'm saying? We like, yep, that's it. It's the truth. You understand? Like, so that's probably why we like them too. We like honest people. So yeah, I mean, I hate to bring up zodiac signs and shit, but man, I've started believing this shit now too. I was like, that is amazing. And he actually made the connection, y'all. My son made the connection. Y'all see what I'm saying? That God don't play, man. God do not play. And the God in us don't play either. That stuff is real. I'm telling you. I know it sounds, because if somebody would have came, I was like, stop talking to me. Don't, hush. I'm serious. And the older I get, I'm like, this stuff makes more and more sense every day. And then we die. What? So yeah, it does. It makes a lot of sense. Like, this is crazy. That was his concept yesterday. We looked at all that stuff up, and it was like, and the more we read about the person, it was like, y'all, we like that. Y'all, yeah, that's the stuff we like. That's like, yeah, that's right. Because that's how we would want a friend to be. That's exactly what it was. That's how it happened. So anyway, yeah. Have a good day today. Be loved. This is Shantae. I thought it was going to be a short show. I was going to end in 7 minutes. God, man, thank you. This was a release today. So anyway, please be beautiful. Stay in your light. Yes, brown sugar talk under Black Unicorns, darling. Have a great day. Have a cuppa, why don't you? Have a cuppa. Have a cuppa.